Hey folks, how y'all doing? Welcome to Big Al's Eats. Today I'm going to go through the process of deep cleaning my Camp Chef pellet grill. There's many ways to do this. This is the way I like to do it, and I'll go through each little step. And I usually do this once or twice a year. It's been about a year since I've deep cleaned this, just according to how much you cook on it. And I have 5 grills out here in my outdoor kitchen, so about once a week I cook on the Camp Chef pellet grill. So let's go through these steps on how I go about doing a deep cleaning. First, let's open it up, and you've got your racks in here. The last thing I cooked on this was Mexican street corn. So the only real crud that I have on these grates is a little bit of butter and some different things like that. But if you've got to build up, take you a little barbecue brush, hit it, knock off the real crusty stuff. Or in my case, I just take a little shop rag and just wipe over where that Mexican street corn was. Like I say, a little butter on here. And next thing you want to do is remove all of your grates. And this can be somewhat of a messy job, so I'm going to put on some gloves. And then we just remove these grates and set those to the side right now. My grates aren't in terrible condition. Every time I cook on it, as soon as I take the food off, I take a wire brush or tin foil. You can get aluminum foil, tin foil, ball it up in a ball and scrape with that. It can be a little bit safer than using your wire brush. I'm very careful when I use these. They say, you've seen the videos, these little wires can come off, stick to your grate, and if you ingest it, it could cause harm. But after I use a wire brush, if it's a bad buildup, I always take a rag, something, wipe it down after that. And you can also, if you like, hose it off with a regular garden hose with a nozzle on it. So just be careful using a barbecue grill brush. I also have 3 lower racks, and I'm not actually using any of those at this time. And I just got them down in one end, so they're basically clean. But I'm going to show you how we're going to go over these. And like I say, this is a deep clean. Inside you have a diffuser, and this can get pretty crusty. And I'll pull it out and show it to you. You can see it's got a lot of buildup on that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a putty knife. I've got a wide putty knife, and I'm going to scrape all this off and just let it pile up down in the bottom. And there's a good bit of this on here. If you don't clean this regular, if you get a real hot fire in there, it can cause a flame, and before you can get your meat off, you've ruined it. This can catch on fire because this is what catches a lot of the grease, and it goes into a drain down on the end of this Camp Chef grill. So right now I'm going to go ahead and start scrubbing on this and get the majority of this off, and I'll come back and show you what we're going to do inside. Y'all stick around. As you can see, I've scraped all this off, and actually, I could probably put this back in there and it would be okay, but there's still a little crud on there. So I'm going to set this to the side, and we're going to clean it a little bit further here in just a few minutes. And while you're waiting, and we're going to do the inside next, you could actually spray this with some degreaser. So right now we're just going to set it to the side, and I'm going to show you what the inside looks like here, where I dumped all the crud and all that. So let me move the camera in for a little closer view, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, here you have it. You can see everything is all piled up down in the bottom. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little shop vac, and I'm going to come inside here, and I'm going to vacuum out the firebox here, and there's a diffuser there. I'm going to clean it up, vacuum it up, and down where the auger is, we're going to clean that up too. So right now we're going to go in here with the little shop vac and get all that vacuumed up. I've got everything vacuumed out. It's pretty clean in there right now. Underneath the camshaft, under the burn pot in there, you have a cup like this under there, and it catches a lot of the unburned pellets that build up in there. You clean this after every cook, and you can see there's not a lot in there. So we'll just go ahead and we'll dump that. And I'm going to take my putty knife, and I'm going to scrape down the inside here. It's going to get all that extra grease and particles off of the walls and off of these tracks in here where the grates ride. So this is the next step, and I'm going to show you. You can scrape this stuff off the side, and you get all that film and stuff off of there. So I found a putty knife works the best. So I'm going to spend about 5 or 10 minutes doing this, and we'll be back and I'll show you the next step in deep cleaning. It doesn't really take that long, but I just want to go through, get it thorough. I know you don't want to sit here and watch 5 or 10 minutes of me scraping. So y'all come back in just a few minutes, we'll finish this up. Okay, as you can see, we've got it cleaned out pretty good. Does that diffuser over the firebox. We've got it all vacuumed out nice. There is a grease trap down on this end, and I'm going to show you a little trick for doing that. You don't have to do this, but if you look real closely in the corners here, you can still see a little grease residue. I'm going to clean that out a little bit more, and I want to show you how I'm going to do it. Like I say, you don't have to do this. You can take a rag and wipe it down, but I'm just going to go a little extra. Like I say, you don't have to do this, but check out this neat deal. What I've got here is a little portable torch deal here, and I'm going to stick it down here where all the grease piles up, and this is a grease drain down on this end. So I'm just going to hit the grimy parts and melt some of that down and let it drain out. There's another little quick shot of that grease trap right there where the grease runs out. You can see the little hole down there. Put the heat to it, cleaned all that out. Not a necessary deal that you do, but just makes it easier on me. It's something I like to do. Now to clean the grates and the diffuser, we'll go out back and show you how we do that. Okay, as you can see, I've got my grates out here. I've got a piece of plywood propped up against this fence here, and I've got screws aligned in a way where I can put all my grates on there. And I've also got the diffuser down here that catches the grease and dumps it off into the grease trap. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to crank I got a steel pressure washer. I'm gonna fire it up. I've got this sprayed with some degreaser, and it's been sitting on there about 5 or 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna crank the pressure washer and get started on cleaning these. These grates are, like I said earlier, are not in terrible condition. I clean them every time I use it, but I'm just gonna get the excess off that doesn't come off with that barbecue brush or tin foil. So let me crank that generator and we'll finish this up. I said generator. It's a pressure washer. I've got a generator hooked to my house, not to the pressure washer. We'll be back. Excuse me. There you have it. A little bit of effort. I probably spent about 8 minutes total. And I mean, if I wanted to get some steel wool, something, and go over those grates again, I could bring them back to almost new. But hey, cook on it one time, they'll be in this condition after one cooking. So hey, you don't, hey, this isn't brain surgery, you know. Just get them clean. You bring that grill up to 212 degrees. That's going to sterilize it. So, hey, that's all there is to it. If you don't have a pressure washer, you can use a garden hose with a straight stream nozzle. You know, whatever you got will work. Hit it with a little degreaser. Hit it with your pressure washer, and there you have it. So we're going to go back up and we're going to reassemble the Camp Chef pellet grill. I'm going to let these sit out here and dry for about 5 or 10 minutes. So I hope you got something out of this. If you didn't, leave me something in the comments. If I can do something better, hey, let me know. Hey, I'm open for suggestions. Like I say, hope you got something out of this. Thank you for joining me over here at Big Al's Eats. Y'all have a nice day. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button on here so you'll know when I'm doing something over on Facebook or on YouTube. Y'all have a good day. We'll see you down the road. From Big Al's Eats, y'all. Cheers.